Fly, Blackbird Fly, Voices We Can't Unhear. A choreopoem by Distinctly Unique. Fly, Blackbird Fly, Voices We Can't Unhear is a choreopoem recounting impactful and traumatic experiences of 7 women. Though they never considered or attempted suicide, each woman is at her breaking point and desperately wants to escape. Storytelling and therapy sessions ultimately bring them to a place of healing.
This is dedicated to the mother, the child, the sister, the self. Please, ladies, don't forget to breathe. Rest peacefully, Ntozake Shange.
The women are playing red light, green light at the start of the scene. Represents L.O.'s mindset between 8 and 10 years old. In deep thought, L.O. breaks away from the group as she walks toward the mirror. The remaining women freeze. L.O. practices her poem in the mirror as if she is going to say this to Mama. Not crying, but very close to it. Spotlight on L.O. when she goes to the mirror.
Mommy, are you proud of me? I made the honor roll today. I know you couldn't make it because you were at work trying to make enough money to pay bills that still seem so high even after government assistance.
As if she can see her mother's face looking down in disappointment.
Mommy, don't feel bad that you missed this very important event in my life. This won't be the only assembly I attend. I won't stop working as hard as you do to put food in my belly. I want you to see that your sacrifices are worth it. I know what happens to little girls like me, Mommy. I know how they grow up way too fast looking for love in all the wrong places. But I feel your love, Mommy. I see it in your everyday struggles to make ends meet. I may not understand everything right now, but I know one day when I'm older, it'll all make sense. Just like you tell me.
Looks in mirror, stands tall, head up, shoulders relaxed. Nods head as if affirming that she can do what she's got to do. Runs off like a little girl ready to play. Blackout. End snippet. Lights up, one chair downstage center facing the women on stage. The women take turns being a therapist, asking the question, "Why are you here?" This is the one time they can reveal their truth and feel as though someone will finally listen.
Why are you here? I remember walking down the street in this green and yellow flowery dress that went just above my knees. I hated it, but it was appropriate for girls my age. I remember this much older, smelly man, had to be about 40. I remember him coming up to me saying, "You one ugly gal, ain't you?" I told him to leave me alone. And then I tried to keep going on my way. But he just wouldn't let up. He followed me for about 10 minutes, calling me blackie, ugly gal, disgusting, and things like that. Then he tried to put his hands under my dress. I punched him in the nose and ran home as quick as I could. I stayed by the door looking through the peephole to make sure he wasn't coming. Of course, Mama was working, so I couldn't cry to her like I wanted. I sat in the house alone with my thoughts and all the memories of what my classmates had said about me. People was always talking about my skin complexion, saying how dark it was, telling me, "Stay out of the sun in the summer." With all those thoughts about how my classmates treated me, how my own friends joked about me, and how this stranger talked down on me. How could I not look in the mirror and think of myself as ugly, as filth? That day, I stared in the mirror for a long time while I waited for my mama to come home. I kept telling myself, "Well, Mama's been through worse and she's still going. Ain't no use in telling Mama what happened if all she's gonna say is how ruined I was and how ruined I was gonna be. Just shut up and keep going." So that's what I did. Just shut up and did everything Mama couldn't do because she had me. Once I got older, I started using lightening creams to brighten my complexion. I hate my dark skin. I'm here Because I know I shouldn't think of myself as ugly, disgusting, or ruined. The tables are turning and now everyone's saying my black is beautiful. I want to stop bleaching my skin. But it's hard to believe that I'm beautiful after all those years of negativity. And I know that because I still think of myself as unworthy, as less than, I'll keep attracting no good men and situations into my life. I also know that I'm shutting out the ones who would love and accept me as I am. The ones who think I'm beautiful inside and out, regardless of how society depicts women like me. I'm here because I'm tired of being in this cage. I'm tired of pretending to be strong. I have reached my breaking point and I feel like I'm about to explode. I don't want to die, but I don't want to live this life anymore. I want out. I want better for myself, not for mama or for anyone else, but for me, the real me. I want to fly away and finally have a peace of mind. Why are you here?
In Snippet. Represents L.O. between 15 and 20 years old. L.O. is talking into a long, full-body mirror downstage left. Though this scene is shared with character AC, in this reading you will only hear L.O.'s lines. However, the two do share multiple lines.
Mommy, I heard you crying last night. Were you crying because life is hard and you're doing this on your own and you're struggling every day to raise your family the best way you can? You did your best to keep us away from life in the streets. And even though sometimes we got mad at you and didn't want to listen, you made sure that we knew that we were too young to understand your tough love. You'll find out the hard way, you said. And all I could think about was how I was going to prove you wrong. Because I was like you, a fighter, a person who was willing to sacrifice her own happiness to be successful and make it on her own. I didn't understand why I thought that you didn't believe in me. I thought you were jealous, Mommy, because I got to live the life you never had. And maybe you were, but your words weren't just filled with envy. They were filled with protection. You knew I was different, that I wouldn't just stand idle and accept white American ideologies, and that worried you because all your life you were told to behave in a certain way. The colonized world rejects you, and you knew they'd reject me too unless I assimilated, stayed robotic, and allowed myself to be controlled.
Blackout. Take mirror and chair off stage. Present day. Frozen in place where she was before the blackout. Lights up fully. L.O. walks downstage center, looks up as if talking to her mother's spirit.
Well, Mommy, you should know that I know better, and I'm not settling for mediocrity. We're a danger to the minds that haven't figured out our independent thinking. So, Mommy, are you proud of me? I mean, really proud of me? I'm going against the grain, studying what everyone told me wouldn't make me any money, being my own boss, and letting others love me. I'm proud of my beautiful, dark skin. I don't have to think I'm beautiful anymore. I know it in my heart. After my cycle started, you weren't the kindest to me. I thought you hated me. But I see now you were just reacting the way society reacted to you. I don't know everything about your past, but I'm sure some of our stories, some of our downfalls, and our insecurities are the same. Maybe you needed someone to listen to you for you to feel free. Maybe you just wanted to feel accepted for who you were. Well, Mommy, the world is listening to us now. We can leave this cage. And if no one else has ever told you, Mommy, you matter. Your life was not in vain. You did the best you could, and you were not a failure. Mommy, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of everything that you were able to accomplish in your lifetime. I look up to you, Mommy. Hope to one day be blessed to have just a little bit of your strength. And guess what? I'm no longer trying to make you proud of me. Because at the end of the day, I know you are. I love you, Mommy. And I am so thankful to have you as a mom. Thank you for everything.
Blackout in Snippet.